Let's see. I'm doing my own arena also. Okay. But maybe, yeah, okay, fine, let's do the arena. Yeah, but I wanted to play everybody today, so we're not gonna do it probably, yeah? Alright, so hopefully we see some challenges. 3-0. Hi, Mr. Staffordin. How are you? Let's hope my sound is not too loud. Okay. Can you guys hear me? You should be able to hear me. Alright, so we saw some interesting games from today's arena. Today is the Speed Chess Championship. And Nakamura wins by 1 point over Wesley So. Hi, Andromeda. Good evening, Mr. Ink Yoni. Alright, people know the rules, that's good. So we're gonna be relaxing, playing some chess for a few hours. Yeah, I was impressed with Nakamura's games, of course. I was very impressed with Wesley, but I think he was a little bit tilted by Naka's professional approach to the chess game. Yeah, he got killed in the bullets, but of course Naka not resigning in completely lost positions and going for the time was arguable decision. Yeah, I thought it was pretty strange. Yeah, because I think that actually got on Wesley's nerves quite a bit, and that was probably a factor. So in this position, white is always slightly better, but not much, but slightly. Yeah, because you're attacking both things. You know, you're home from work. Great, Andromeda. Okay, thanks very much. Alright, viewers, you can challenge me today. Today I'm playing everyone, including not even subscribers, but of course subscribers get the first deeps on the challenges. Alright. Okay, where does this knight should go? It's always a question. Kind of like the knight in the center. I think the knights belong in the center. Okay. No, I don't want to trade this knight. I don't want to trade that guy. To be honest, maybe my bishop on d3 is not really that great. Yeah, maybe I should reroute him somewhere. But thank you for the whole knight. I just got online, guys, so hello, Mr. White Knight. Hello, how are you? Yes, you can challenge me. 3 zeros. Yeah. 3 zeros, casual, that'll be nice. Again, you don't have to be a subscriber to challenge me today, guys. Good evening, Mr. Psycho Doc. There was a gentleman who wrote me a message about offering his services for the website. I appreciate your message. Unfortunately, I lost the message because I'm spammed with a lot of messages, and there is a limit on the messages that I think that I can see here. Like, for example, here, you see that's the maximum I can get. So all the messages, they get lost. And I apologize if I didn't answer that. I appreciate your offer. The guy had something, an absolutely amazing resume. I was like, damn. Guy like that offering his help for me. I was like, wow. Thank you so much. The truth is, I have no content for now. I'm not prepared. I don't know what I don't know where I'm gonna live. Because it seems it's not so simple in these times, even in France. Hopefully things will stabilize, but again, nothing is guaranteed, yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight for the attack. And let's see how this happens. Color, any color. Any color. You can challenge me with white if you want to play white, guys. I don't care. I was a little bit upset about the Wesley's result because I think overall he played better game. But Nakamura really smartly, I have to admit it, he really smartly hammered down on Wesley's weaker side, which is the endgame part, right? So hopefully one thing you guys learn from this match by watching those games is that the end games are very, very important. I think Wesley missed a lot of chances in a lot of end games, man. A lot of chances. I was very surprised at that, to be honest. I was very, very surprised. But that's always been Wesley's sort of Achilles point. So let's see if he does necessary work and goes back to the top player that he is. Oops, blunder. Okay. Good job, Mr. Queen B6 check. Good job. Maybe we should consider moving to Germany. Well, the thing about is everything right now is that you need to prove your financial situation, right? You need to prove your financial situation that you're not gonna arrive and then apply for all those mega benefits, right? And you know, the ones that, especially if you don't deserve them, especially if you're a foreigner. So I can understand that. Yeah, so no government wants to do that. And unfortunately, I have no tournaments. I have nothing. Nothing but you guys, and you guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you for your support. All right. I'm gonna play this. Centralize the queen, maybe. Get the rooks going, right? Pair of bishops compensates for this deficiency of the extra not having a pawn. Что? Что это такое? Я не понял. Шоколадка, да? А что это такое? Ah, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. My wife is speaking in the cryptic language. We just watched yesterday the movie. It was called Imitation Game. И еще что? And Zodiac, yeah. They're both about cryptography. And actually, she likes to emulate some of those crypto guys. Not talking about the cryptocurrency, of course, which is another topic. Some chances for white, right? Probably some chances for white here still, especially with if I can get that pawn and my g pawn rolling, for sure white should get some chances, man. All right, just grab this and push the pawn. I mean, it goes really fast, yeah. This pawn goes really fast. Really, really fast. Okay. World War II movie. The John Rook endgame was a bit of bad taste, though. Well, when you play bullet chess, yeah, it's there's no such thing as a wrong drawn endgames. Confi Marmo, thank you for subscribing for tier 1. Thank you. Well, knight a4 is not so good, right? Because now you're opening your bishop and knight for the fork. So you gotta be very careful with that. Now we're gonna go after your bishop. Probably not immediately. Thank you so much. So again, guys, today I play everybody. So if you want to join the game, feel free to challenge me. I'm playing everyone, including non-subscribers. Yeah, so you guys can get some fun. I mean, it's Christmas gonna be soon, guys, right? So hopefully everyone has some good holidays. Because I get a feeling the next year will be absolutely brutal. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to call for bad things, yeah, but I don't have a good feeling about the next year. Yeah, again, Mr. Archbishop, you're missing a lot of forks, right? Those little pawn movements, they can be crazy important. So, yeah. Okay, hi, Mr. Microtone Music. All right. And the knight goes to this fantastic square, right? Blockades the pawn. And then extra knight. And again, more forks. All right, Mr. Sharp Bishop. More tactics for you, sir. More tactics, puzzle rush, puzzle battle, something. You know, try to hone in those skills, all right? Like, guys, you saw that absolutely amazing position where Wesley found that queen d2, bishop f2, queen c1 mate, right, against Naka. Yeah, that was puzzle rush stuff. That was amazing, guys. If you haven't seen that, you should see it. You should see that the end of that game. That's absolutely puzzle rush worthy, for sure. Queen d2, bishop f2 check, and then mate on the first rank, right? Which resulted in Naka laughing and shaking his head. Yes, I was watching a little bit that match. Well, okay, let's wish Nak a happy birthday anyway, right? He's a colleague, well-respected player, top player in the world. Yeah, who managed to make a comeback and win this semi-final match against Wesley. There will be another semi-final match, according to the guys at the chess.com. Right, it's gonna be the world champion Magnus Carlsen. We're playing versus Vasily Graf, I believe. Yeah, and the winner of that match will go on and play Nakamura. Right? Isn't that how it is? Any advice for you to improve? You need to study tactics, sir. While your strategy looks, you know, decent, you need to watch out for the tactics. Tactics is an important part, because if you miss tactics, your strategy is gonna no strategy is gonna hold if you miss tactics, man. All right, so black is going for this 96. I like this. So we're gonna do something about it. Probably just play knight c4, a4, and try to get to these guys, right? Because once the pawn moved from d6 to e5, sort of opens black up for the queenside play here, right? So this pawn chain I need to undermine so I can attack it with my bishop later. Andromeda is both, I think. He is also a mod in my channel, so be nice to Andromeda. Okay. A5 looks reasonable. We are starting to get to some pawns. No, that's okay, Mr. White Knight. Sometimes you really need to see what's going on. If you want to play until the end, that's fine. You know, I don't mind. There's a saying, you should never resign, right? I mean, it's a completely different story when the grandmaster like Nakamura, he is being in the very last blitz game against Wesley, he is down a knight, he's down a bishop, he has no pawns, he's down a queen, and he is still playing and he's not resigning. Yeah, I think that's kind of dissing your opponent. So I have small problems with people like that. I mean, the grandmaster level obviously is clear that he's gonna lose, but he wants to win some time, even though he wins the match, right? Eventually he resigned, but still. That was unnecessary, right? Show your good grace, you win the match anyway, just resign. Yeah, Andromeda bishop c8 was a serious mistake, right? You allowed me to take on b6. You should just keep the bishop on b7 and then try for f5. You should definitely try for f5 and some counterplay on the king side, okay? Because this way you're just being passive and waiting for... Hi, Giga. What's up, guys? Yes, and yeah, if you play like this, you should always go for f5, f4, you know, some attack or something. Yeah, you need to, you know, otherwise you're just being, again, passive and waiting for your doom to come. Try to create some counterplay. All right, let's grab this pawn. 6. Andre is now a specialist in the London system. Yes. Are you a specialist? Let's see it. That's the point. Behind black not castling yet, sometimes you can go straight for the minority attack here. And Angels of Light 8787 has subscribed with the Prime. Thank you so much, sir. Your support is appreciated. Well, one of the things is 94 f5, but I really want to castle first before I sort of make any serious attacking gestures here. And it's time to go. It is time to go. Okay. I like h3 here. So that, make no mistake, I need both rooks in the game, right? I need both rooks in the game. That's why you don't want to take on g3 with a pawn, right? You want the attack to continue. Yeah. And with white king open like that, there is no way for, basically, for white to defend this position. Rook g3 should probably also be winning, but why? Yeah, well, you can probably just take it with a knight for free. We can take it with a knight for free. Probably knight f1 is winning also. 97 for sure winning. Going for knight h4, which should be also winning. No, I didn't come up with the London system. That is correct. That is correct. I didn't come up with this. It's been really played long before me. All right. No 3 1s, please. 3 zeros. No, I disagree that I'm the most under-sub GM on Twitch. I think most of the people who are hanging out on Lee Chess, they're all under-subbed, I would say. I mean, compared to the chess.com guys, they are like crazy, yeah? Yeah. And that is actually one of the things about the... one of the things about chess.com being taken is because chess is the name of the game as the whole, right? I mean, chess belongs to everybody, but the guys took the name, the general name of the game, and used it for their private websites. That's internet, first come, first serve. But I think that's they have a very unfair advantage because, you know, whenever you Google chess or you're looking for chess, the chess.com site obviously comes first in any search engine because it's the game, it's the name of the game, right? I think it should be legal actually to do something like that, but you know, apparently it is not. You know, because chess doesn't belong to some people only; it belongs to everybody. It is a generic. It is a generic. It's a game. It's a sport, right? But again, it's the internet. There is no good, no bad. It just is. Okay. So this knight might potentially go to d6, right? Yeah. Okay, this is kind of interesting version of the London system, I guess. It's interesting version of the London system. I don't really want to play g5 because that leaves the bishop, so let me play the standard way. Let me play b6, put the bishop on b7. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Andrei, hi, what's up, man? What year did you use PC for engine analysis? I think it was the 90s, right? Remember, you had this Chess Master, you had the Chess Genius, was my favorite. And then, of course, when Zhinchkashvili appeared in my life as the coach, you know, he's a big proponent of engine use back in the day. Okay. Hello, Mr. Ruhr, how are you? Okay. Alright, I really want to get rid of this bishop. Yeah, unfortunately, I give up this very important square in f5, but I'm hoping for a miracle. I'm hoping for a miracle that this f5 square will not be easy to use for whites. So let's hope. Okay, knight f6 looks okay. And if I trade, and I don't want to trade because white's gonna take with an f pawn, right? Like he's just gonna open up this whole file. Yeah, I don't want that to happen for sure. So let's see if my idea of playing e4 here works, because now I open my bishop, right? I get this very important square away from white, and now the white's hold on the f5 square is not really that great, yeah? It's not really that great. I mean, I can potentially trade it and get my piece there somewhere, right? Like 97. And of course, I gladly give you my I gladly give you this, and I have my favorite queen and knight now combination, yeah. But okay, let's go with Andromeda into the endgame. Besides, Andromeda is really down to his last seconds, which is probably a little bit unfair for me, but yeah. This is make sure that white doesn't have c5. Okay. Andrei will already play it, so let me play Mr. Aruro. I'm not your legend, Mr. Abod. Why don't you play in Lviv Chess Christmas Cup? Yeah, thank you for the subscribing, Mr. Comfy Marmot. Thank you for your gift, sir. You got a bishop g5 idea from Smyslov and Bronstein. Yes, I like that idea. There is this line that's extremely annoying for black in the kid system. Yeah, I can recommend this line for you, Mr. Andromeda, because I think it suits your style perfectly. You had a big advantage for sure. Big advantage. Yeah, but you allowed me to play e4, after which I think your advantage is not that big anymore. Then, of course, you playing knight d4 and allow me to trade the bishop for that knight. Annihilated all your advantage, yeah, and then I think black is perfectly just fine. Okay, you can wait, Mr. Andrei. There is no challenge command, nope. There is no even command for the club to see the club requirements or membership. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm curious, who is gonna win in the Magnus versus Vasily Graf match? I mean, just basic curiosity, chess-wise. Obviously, matches like this, they bring a lot of popularity to chess.com. DC6 immediately. Okay. Queen C8, right. Probably it's the same thing, right? Oh, I should have played Queen C7 instead of Queen C8 because after H3, then I keep the option of going with the bishop there. Knight C4, trying to prevent Knight E3 at some point. Trying is the key word. Yeah. Yep. Evaluating trade is important. You know what I mean, right? Skill. Yes, it is an important skill. It is an important skill to have. Bishop on D7. I'm not sure how strong that bishop is. Alright, if I play Queen B7, it's probably not the greatest move. Alright, I'm getting too relaxed here. I need to focus. Scottish Demon Goal. Why no commands? Because I'm not such a techno-friendly dude. What is your opinion neither in the Scheveningen versus Scheveningen? Both are very, very playable, but neither seems to be more more active. Let's put it that way. Magnus should win. Yes, I think so too. I think Magnus will win. I agree. But probably more because he is Magnus, right? Not because he's stronger. Psychology is going to play a huge role in that event. Bishop E6 is fine. This trade is fine. This trade is fine. Bishop F8. The reason it's fine because this pawn holds 2. And white is going to try to play knight F5, I guess, some points. Bishop H6 is also a threat, right? So knight D7 or queen D8, which one it is? I like knight D7 because I like to transfer my knight to a better pasture. Is there a threat in the air? If there is, I don't see it. So we're gonna keep going with our knight. And we're gonna try to not play T5 for a long time because I don't want to open this bishop. Thank you for following. You miss ICC atmosphere. You clearly prefer Lee chess. For opening experiments, so my rating there is really bad. Okay, fair enough. Let's bring the queen back. So I take away this key square from your queen, and I can prepare G6 finally, without worrying about your knight H6 and queen H4 stuff, right? All right. G5, knight D5. Okay. Looks reasonable. Let's look for a good trade for black. I think I'll just grab this knight. He's way too strong. Okay, blundering stuff, yeah. I think I blundered queen d2 check and rook d6. I'm not sure it's winning for white, but that would be unpleasant. Unpleasant. You see now the bishop closed, you basically traded a lot of your good things, right? Okay. All right. Fine. I'm gonna start playing again with the top of the list. I hope the list goes normally, yeah. So everybody gets a chance. Surprised they're both playing e4, Berlin and Italian, because those are the most solid openings right now. Those are the most solid openings right now. I saw some dude actually playing long castle here somewhere. That was very interesting. Just long castle. Because otherwise, you know, black goes for this standard build-up, right? But this long castle sort of avoids all this nonsense. And it is sort of also helpful. Andre misses rook e2 followed by bishop f4. But okay, thank you for missing that. Was it hard psychologically playing? The world champ was here saying for you psychological is not the GM. Well, playing Carpus obviously is a very, very different experience. You don't play against these guys like you play against your normal guys. It's like playing against Magnus. Like, ask any Grandmaster, is playing Magnus a special experience for you? Is like playing a different GM? Is playing him is same as playing a different GM? And I can almost guarantee you the answer would be the same. It is a completely different experience. It is a completely different experience. Okay. I like to lock down the position, make sure my king is fully protected by this pawn chain. And the question is black feeling safe here? Are you feeling safe, Andre? Are you feeling very safe, my friend? Because I don't think you should be so safe here. Looks tender. Aha. I like that word. You have queenside castle. King b1 sometimes should be played, yes. Yes, king b1 sometimes should be played, but sometimes, again, depends on the situation, yeah. I like to create counter threats when I play. Bishop e7 instead of c6 and the marshal is good enough to play a surprise weapon? Yes, bishop e7 is good. I actually played it myself in classical chess. Alright, so I just blundered something, I guess. Yes, I absolutely blundered it. Okay. I blundered stuff. So let's grab a lot of pawns and hope we have compensation. Hope we have compensation. More like pray we have compensation. We do have definitely more time than Mr. Webmaster. We do have slightly more time, so that bodes well for white. All right, let's keep on pushing. Yeah, because my pawns are very, very strong, yeah. Where's this guy going? Ah. Uh-huh. Okay. I like queen f6. Daring. It's a daring move. Queen c3. Why? Finger. We call it the finger flechler or something. Yeah. You played against the martial attack. Yes, martial attack is very strong. Could you request that in simuls we continue to play Rayo Lopez lines for a few more games? Sure, just remind me, Mr. Arsenal from Ricci, and then we can do that for sure. The challenge is Dagobert. I'm gonna play everybody as they come here. Of course, subscribers get first. Always. That was a winning game. Mr. Webmaster. He still thinks he was winning. Yes, one of the things the beginner player should learn is not to allow those pawns to fork your pieces. Thank you for your donation, Mr. Ruru. It is appreciated, sir. Alright, some aggression, finally. I like aggressive spielen. I like aggressive spielen. I think I might even play gh6. I don't think this is such a dangerous attack, to be honest. Because my bishops are here, my knight is here, and my queen is coming. And white piece, especially the knight on d2, are really far from the action on the king side. I'm not even talking about having an extra piece, yeah. Okay, and of course the queen trade. Your favorite subject. You missed a simul last Saturday. Hopefully you can do it. Yes. All right. The Dubov line. I'm not sure what is the Dubov line. Can somebody tell me what is the Dubov line? After the match with Topalov, I don't play French. I actually played a few more times, but I was very unlucky. You know, I'm a strong believer in the luck factor in chess, and there are some openings which are lucky, and some openings which are simply not lucky for you. French is one of those openings which I am very unlucky against. Okay. What we see here is the Danny Naroditsky specialty, but he takes with the queen on d3. Usually takes with the queen on d3. Probably knight g8, knight e7 was more accurate. Alright, if you give me the chance to do it, I will do it. Because now all your pawns are really, really bad, man. Those are poor pawns. Guess what? This knight is coming to d6 as well to join the party. Or take the pawn. It doesn't have to be a sub, guys. Bishop b3, castles. I think white knight you miss c3 and then d5. Dubov line is a new idea for black and French Tarrasch line. Well, martial attack was always very strong opening. It was before Berlin became what it was. It was the martial attack, which was considered to be unbeatable by white, and everybody played it, especially guys like Aronian. My god. Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but what you're doing is just simply criminal. What you're doing with your pawn structure is criminal. Is absolutely criminal. Yeah. This is, yeah. No, but I'm serious, guys. This should be criminal. You should serve a chess sentence of serving at least 100 community hours of studying chess books on the chess structure. All right, let's call it that. So this guy should serve some community time doing this chess structure thing. Yes, Mr. White Knight. Sometimes it's a sight to see. Alright. Mr. Jano goes, because he's a title player, he goes ahead. He's a long-term player. If you give me Marazibine structure, I'm more than happy to play it. I think this is the old Larson line or something, but where I think black played Queen A5, Queen E5. This is different a little bit. So 94, 94. Still not a threat, to be honest. I don't think that is a threat. And anyway, I like to play F3 in such positions. Just lock this bishop down. F4 is probably possible, but okay. God and Mark should co-host. Co-host what? A symposium on the chess structure? Yeah, this is the lazy way of playing this position as white. If you want to be absolutely lazy and you want to have still some advantage, this is basically how you play. This is how you play. And you wait for black very patiently to go for f5 at some point. And then you're going to be very, very happy because black is going to make a lot of weaknesses along different lines. And black takes with the bishop on d5. You take with the c pawn and make this a big torture for black. Make it the biggest torture possible. And h5 actually weakens the king, because now you can go for f5 and try to use this structure. Yeah, so I don't recommend playing Accelerated Dragon unless you really know what you're doing. Yeah, trying to be accurate is important. And black king is way too open. See, h5 pawn is weak. Rook potentially goes here. This is also weak. Bishop on a4 is a little bit too far. Yes, f5. Yeah. I mean, against certain people, like if you know that some person is Mr. Arsenal Van Ricci, can you change your challenge from 3+2 to 3-0? That would be nice. I know Elvis. Yes, guys, 3+0. Okay, Andromeda, because you're a level 3 subscriber, you can challenge me 3+1 or 3+2. Alright, subscribers with level 3, that you can challenge me to 3+2 if you want. But you gotta tell me who is the level 3. Gotta kill novelty b6. Mr. Giga, I played b6 a lot in the Sicilian Khan, right? And if white plays c4 against that, it becomes sort of accelerated dragon, except my bishop was on e7 instead of g7, right? So it is very, very similar. Yes. That's another advantage of being a level 3 subscriber, Mr. Andromeda. You can challenge me at 3+2. I know, I'm being a pain in the ass sometimes. b6 still novelty, sure. Yeah, but if you look at the old Larson games, I think he played queen a5, and then b6, and then g5 plan, right? To me, that was like absolutely brilliant. I always thought the guys who played chess like that were absolutely crazy or brilliant, right? And I don't know. If they have this emote, okay, great. Who else has that nifty emote? Raise your hand. Yeah. Bishop e3, okay. This is sort of starting to look like the attack, the English attack, yeah? Your main weapon against e4 is the Caro-Kann. Mr. Spain Aleph. Caro-Kann is has served Anatoly Karpov for many, many years. And I couldn't break his Caro-Kann in our World Chess Championship match in '96. So Caro-Kann is still very, very solid. Unfortunately, it's been analyzed, especially the advanced line, I think, is the most dangerous line against Caro-Kann. Because you have to memorize all those crazy lines where you where you go queen b6, queen b2, then you're underdeveloped for like first 30 moves, and you pray that your opponent makes a mistake. You hate Caro-Kann. Okay, not as much as the French. Taché. Okay. What are we gonna do here, guys? Elvis just trying to kill me here. I guess he's gonna sacrifice on b5. No, he's gonna play like this. Fine. I thought you were gonna take on b5 and go into this famous endgame where you have 3 pawns for a piece. I think in general those are good positions for the side which has 3 pawns. Especially if you keep your pair of bishops alive. So Mr. Elvis, please consider in future by knight b5, knight b5, knight d6, correct. I think that might be very, very uncomfortable. You can make life very uncomfortable for your opponents. Okay. I need to get my king out of this mess. I think rook b6 was stronger because then you attack the bishop and you have time for bishop c5 check. So my king e7 was actually a mistake, I think. Because now I have time to bring my king and both my rooks are here, which makes me happy. And check is definitely a mistake. You don't have to rush. You need to, improve your position. White is absolutely fantastic here. Yeah, rook trade is good. Rook trade is good for me. If you're thinking about giving me f3 pawn, you're being very generous. Because now this entire pawn formation is falling apart. That means I get a lot of pawns for free. Well, now I have more pawns than you. Yeah, I have 4 on the king side, and you have only 3 on the queen side. Alright. It is a lazy comment to say bad bishop. Well, it is basically, the bad bishop thing is actually Andromeda 3 plus, because Andromeda is tier 3, he goes ahead of everybody, okay? And of course he gets to meet my famous London system, so let's see. Lisa Simpson bishop. Well, I remember how Goofold, right? I think guys, Goofold was like the prime example of being this chess connoisseur. Yeah, he was saying stuff like, my bishop on g7 is worth at least a rook, right? Something like that. Okay, bishop d6. Let me play g3 here. Alright, this is the music song, which actually sort of starts to go bad. Okay. If I play c5 here. And go for this structure, what is gonna happen? What will happen? I think you should have played b6 and tried to undermine the structure immediately. Or something like knight e4 and f5 and try to keep your knight on e4 protected. Personally, I would play b6, I think. Why he play king d1? Because if I play king e2, he grabs my pawn on c4. And since I don't remember those analyses, I don't want to... That pudding society. That pawn society, yeah? You have booked by Goofold on Dragon. Consider learning Sicilian Khan. No, don't learn it. Don't learn it, man. If you want to learn something, I would rather you learn something else. Why not knight c5, Mr. Andromeda, using the fact that I am pinned? And grab your pawn back. I think Andromeda was... yes, don't be scared, man. You know, having too much respect for your opponent is not that great. So I talk a lot about, you know, disrespecting stuff and stuff like that, but, you know, if you want to win games against the Grandmasters, you'll have to start respecting yourself too. Yeah, sometimes my London games feature my king in the center, which is quite often, right? I usually go g4, g5, rook g1, h4, keep my king in the center for as long as I can. So you guys seen those games, right? Do you think Neidorf Shevingam Taimanov are better for playing for winning chances? Yes, I think Neidorf is probably the best opening for black. Followed by the stuff that Magnus is playing, which is Sveshnikov. I'm not sure what it is called, inferior, superior Sveshnikov or something like that. Alright, rook definitely belongs on g1. This rook definitely belongs on g1. Yes, Mr. GigaJet, the accelerated dragon, black has to play stuff like take on d4. And then Go for knight c5, bishop c6, a5, a4, and try to exchange the dark squared bishop and play e5 or something like that. I think that gives more chances for black. Alright, let me not blunder knight f4. That would be a pretty bad way of playing chess. Actually, the c5 was very bad. The c5 was absolutely horrible. This was absolutely horrible. Damn. Yeah, I undouble my pawn. I undouble my pawn formation. All right, Mr. Arsenal Fanrici, right? Oh, Mr. Dackerbird, you're next. Yes. You have learned the Banco Gambit with great results. Banco Gambit is actually a very aggressive opening. If your opponent is unprepared for it, it might be a very good choice. Might be very, very good choice. Because not many people play Banco these days. So that might be a very excellent choice. Oh my god, what did I do? My god, what did I do? Alright. That was mouse sleep, by the way. That was a mouse sleep, but okay. Ugh. Trades are coming. Endgames are coming. You know, you love your endgames, right? You love your endgames, guys. Admit it. I actually don't like to accept with white the gambit also. My opinion about accelerated stuff is not from Gingy. Who knows? I hope so too. Yeah, I think white is fine here. Yeah, it's probably equal. I was a little bit too optimistic about my position here. Was a bit too optimistic. I think black is okay, but white is fine also. What gambits I played in the GM chess? Wow, it's an interesting question. What gambits I played at the GM level? Well, the Marshall Gambit, right? It's still the Gambit. What else? There are some famous Gambits. Famous Gambits. Alright, somebody's killing me here. You could take on a7 immediately. You don't have to play this. Yeah, I should probably look for ways to draw this game now. Starting to look. Yeah. starting to look good for white. Too much. First protect the pawn, then push this, right? Grab the pawn. Ah. Okay, for first. No, but you're losing now. Yeah, you should have just played a6, took on h5, and just play that game. Because this is winning for black. This is winning for black. Okay. Not bad. Chabao gets very upset because his opponents always refuse the Smith Mora. Yes, Benko is legit, but yeah, if your opponent prepares for you, he knows his lines, and it is tough to play Benko. Yeah, I like to play this line against my Dutch opponents because I know how painful it is to play this on the black side. Because when I was playing black, this was extremely annoying. It was annoying as crap. Okay, this I don't know. This I'm not sure. Yeah, I think black is okay, yeah. I think one of the Carlsen games or something, they played this. It should be okay for white though. If I can finish my development, I will be very happy. And I need only 2 moves for that. Well, I'm not sure what you're thinking about. I think d5 is absolutely the only move that black has. Why are you giving me the sponsor? Yeah, after d5, c6, knight d7, you still have some chances to survive. Because you might potentially play bishop g5, open the file, right? But right now there is, after giving this very, very important pawn, it's just really bad. Yes, that is true. Yes, that's true. My wife did went and played h3, g4. But she has her own way of playing chess, okay, guys? It's not like I'm telling her play this line, that's it, okay? Because, you know, she has some lines that she wants to play. And so she has to analyze those lines herself. And that's what happened. Andromeda, okay, see you, man. Moskalenka Laufer, it's been a while. Okay. I didn't kill you, man. You killed yourself. I mean, in a lot of games that I play, is that I give my opponent an opportunity to self-destruct by creating some weakness that I can exploit later, right? So if you don't give me that, then I have nothing. Keep that in mind, okay? If you don't blunder stuff, if you play solid positional chess, it is very difficult for me to win. Yes, not blundering is important, guys. Again, remember, like in tennis, there is such a term. It's being called an unforced error. All right? Unforced errors, guys. Same in chess. Absolutely same concept. The less amount of mistakes you make, the better your chances for surviving or winning the game. It's Still, neither requires a lot of analysis, memorization. But which opening doesn't these days, right? But which opening doesn't require all that stuff? I think every opening now requires that. Sometimes you guys remember, I go into think for a long time, like after move for 3 or 4, because even in Spanish games, there are sometimes those early d4s, and then I'm like, damn, I don't remember how to play here, yeah? So those rare lines are very important. Sometimes if you can prepare that rare line, which doesn't have an obvious over the board solution, even grandmasters can be very, very uncomfortable in such situations. All right, it all depends on who you're playing, when you're playing, and your preparation. That's why preparation is so important. All right, let's go for this line. Oh, thank you for the bishop. So this is the reason sometimes why I stop playing h5 immediately, because sometimes I like to have this knight on g5, and then the very famous idea of taking with the pawn and then knight g4, knight f6, right? Sacrificing second knight, but you get this pawn clamp around your opponent's king. So it's important to have this option, okay? The idea of bishop g5. You need your knight. You absolutely positively need your knight. Alright, Mr. Dagobert, you've been waiting for a long time. Let's play. Yes, and that's when I tell you guys, I try to develop all my pieces before I go into the complications, because it's much easier to play then. You leave yourself more room for error when you have all your pieces developed, because then you have more possibilities and candidate moves. You have more ideas and options available to you. When you're only attacking with the 3 or 4 pieces, there's a big chance that it might be not enough. I mean, there are always exceptions, of course, but that's my understanding. It's just easy to play when you immobilized everything, right? You castled, and your rooks and all pieces and pawns are ready to play. I actually noticed this in a lot of games by the beginners, is that they start playing for the attack or for the mate without completing the development. And I think that's absolutely incorrect. You should develop first. But of course, there are always exceptions, right? If you guys read Suvorov, right? Suvorov, one of the famous Russian military strategists, they call him unbeatable. He was never defeated in a battle, supposedly. And he was basically in favor of rushing his soldiers straight at the enemy king or the leader, right? And just straight run for it. And a lot of people were upset because that's not what the classical military education is all about, right? Okay. Yes, that's why attacking chess like the King's Indian attack is extremely dangerous, I think. And it's quite playable. You have a very clear plan of what you're doing. You're going straight for the king. I remember when I was a kid and I was faced with this attack, I was always losing miserably. I had no idea how to play against that. And even these days, I feel very, very uncomfortable if somebody does it to me. Okay, interesting. Alright, probably queen d7, yeah? You're correct, queen e8 was a mistake, yeah? Well, I still think black is better here, but because I have strong center, more space, better bishops, but white does have some tricks. But queen g4 was not good, because you just allowed me to trap your queen, right? Yeah. Again, everything comes together, right? Pawns, rooks, bishops, knights, everything. Yeah. It's just much easier to play chess this way, guys. Alright, let's back to Andromeda. What did he prepare this time? Suvorov. Yes, he is like a famous Russian generalissimus. is like iconic figure in Imperial Russia. A role model for a lot of young kids who are planning the war career. Alright, Andromeda I'm gonna try to take with rook this time. Banking e2. I think this is a superior plan for white. I think this is what I wanted to play in the classical game. Yeah, because after queen b1, after queen a4 check, queen d7 just force draw, right? So this is what I planned for next time. I played against somebody who played this line against me. So I think this is the main line for white, to be honest. Knight c6, and but knight c6 doesn't it allow c5 here? I mean, there are some absolutely crazy lines here. Right, because the knight goes to e4, right, and you have knight c3 sometime. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, I keep forgetting there's stuff like that happening. Yeah, a lot of computer lines here. You sort of have to know them if you're playing this. Because one wrong move and one side is losing immediately. Just immediately. Yeah, there is no between points. Okay. a3 is actually maybe bishop a3, so if I play knight e5, this is a very, very sharp line. All right. Do we have a raid or something? James Blunder raiding with a party of 141. Badur. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Badur, for the raid. Awesome. I like your music channel, Mr. James Blunder. You should call it the MTV of chess. Since the chess.com is taken, you should call it MTV.chess, man. Good, good. Yes, Jabava attack. Jabava MTV. Yes. Yes, I like how he plays music even during the tournaments, yes? Badur Disco, Techno, etc. Yes, Jabava MTV for sure, but Chess MTV, guys. There is no Chess MTV yet. So Badur, if you want to take that website, I think it's open for grab. Let's actually check it out. Is there a Chess MTV channel? Nope. 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 I don't see it. Alright. So, again, Badur, there is your chance, man. You can become the first chess musical channel. First result I got major. Yes, maybe. Yes. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Why not? I mean, music and chess, they're related, right? Chess DJ. Chess DJ. I don't know. Chess DJ. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how serious is this queen b5 check? I sincerely doubt it. Yeah, I think Andromeda misplayed this position a little bit. Alright, actually let's take a look at this line because this is important, guys. Because those of you who want to play London system for white, this is the best line in this. I think this is the best line for white. If you take with the rook here and play king e2. It's probably not much of an advantage, but it is something, right? It's currently the best line for white. That I can guarantee you guys, alright? Because black has to find this main line, which is not easy at all. Right? And knight d5, and then he has to find queen d7. Because if he plays knight f4 check, then the bishop is hanging, right? So he has to find queen d7, and then it's either g3 and just bishop g2, and again triple pawns, right? Which means you're gonna take one pawn back eventually. So the question is when. So bishop e7. If queen c4, it's g5. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's important not to blunder the bishop, yes? And if h6, then maybe h5, yeah. And again, the computer says this is a complicated position, but you sort of have to, you know it, okay? You have to know these lines, and you can improve on it with white. You can always try something else here, yeah. I mean, you can play this rook c1 move, which computer suggests. I think it's pretty good. The idea is that you simply want to take this pawn, and take this pawn, and you're better, all right? Maybe not winning because of this line, but you're still better here. And this is very unpleasant for black, okay? This is very, very unpleasant for black because you're attacking this pawn with the bishop on g2. Potentially your a pawn will be a monster, all right? Okay. All right, good night, James. Good night, Badur. Thank you for get some rest, man. Yes, this is you know, London can be very, very complicated. All right. Oh, you guys talking about the stream battle match again? Yeah, we just did with him a stream battle recently. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. We'll definitely try it again sometime. But I want to try to do one stream battle versus everybody. If you guys noticed, I posted in the club forums here. Where's the club forums? Okay, let's teams, and I made the topic in the forums with the potential stream battle opponents, right? Oh my god. Okay, I think we done it, right? So see. Alright, so we made this topic here, potential stream battle opponents. We've done the battle versus Morozevich, we've done the battle versus Jabava, Svidler, and Esserman, right? So we're looking at the next potential people. So I don't think Botez will agree. She has nothing to gain from this match. Yeah, it's kind of sad when women's master probably refuses the match against the Grandmaster, but okay, it's for real, alright? Alright, so we have suggestion with Mr. Benjamin Bok. And, alright, Ivanchuk team looks very, very interesting. Very interesting. Andromeda, thank you for your donation of $25. My god, man. I hope you keep some money for yourself also. Just don't spend everything on chess, man. Alright, but thank you so much. Thank you. Again, so I don't know if Vasily will agree, because it's a lot of technical stuff which I don't think he'll be very comfortable with. But if you guys, just listen. Levente Vajda was looking for the sub battles. All right, if you want to talk, guys, if you want to play against somebody, do not hesitate to contact me and ask me if I'm fine playing that person, and then you can be my representative and ask those people for the stream battle. Okay, I'm absolutely fine if you guys talk to some people and say, Gata, potentially I talked to this guy and he wants to play, maybe do stream battle sometime, yeah? And I'll say great, because that opens the door for me to write to that person directly, right? And we can talk about it. Eric Rosen, I think is absolutely fantastic idea. I should probably talk to Eric Rosen too. Yes, Mr. RP Cord, I remember that game. Mr. Flowkill0610, thank you so much for subscribing. What about channel hashtag chess? She's a WFM, very small channel, but very funny. Thank you so much. Okay. Anonymous donated $10. Thank you, Mr. Anonymous. Minh does a great job. All right. So, guys, if you are in the club, right, please post these ideas here so we can see them. All right. Okay, we saw some guys here, right? Akobian, Nigrandelius, Peligras. Okay, Jabava, Mirsi Peligras. Grandmaster Gauri Shankar. Gauri, yes, okay, I remember this guy. Yes. Well, we are also looking at some potential, guys, so it helps both of us. Against the WIM Andrea Navratescu, but she is mostly doing it in French, right? Yes, I was thinking RP Court maybe against Anna or Elizabeth. If you want to talk to them about this battle, feel free to represent me and ask them. That Gata is thinking about the next stream battle opponent, and either Anna or Elizabeth will be fine. All right. Somebody wants to see us play. Yeah, but okay, guy. Again, there is no reason for us to play. We are teaching, right? We are teaching. We would like to improve our students, our fans, to make it educational, right? And what is better way if we are not watching the games and annotating the games live, played by our guys, right? I think sub battles are very educational. Also, in addition to being, a lot of fun, they're also very educational, because you get to play for the team, right? It gets a little bit pressure on you, but you're playing for the team and you're doing your best, and we're annotating your games, right? I think that's a great idea. Just watching grandmasters play and watching those fireworks, yes, that can be interesting. Also, I understand. Yes, Jay Hammer. But he is the best friend of Magnus Carlsen, and right at this point, I don't want to. We are not on good terms with Mr. Carlsen, all right. So Mr. Hammer probably, unfortunately, is not a good option. Okay, and yes, the thing about the stream battles also and doing the dual commentary is because a lot of times chess players, they have different understanding, view of the position, and it helps to learn from different perspectives, right? I teach you guys a lot of things about structure, about the development, about piece coordination and stuff, right? But I am not really that great at the dynamical aspect of chess, okay? I understand that there is this factor, but it was never my best part of my chess. So, that's why I try to set you up, guys, with a stream battle with the guys who can explain you this dynamic potential better, right? Or make it focus better. Okay. What is the drama? Alright, you're a big boy, you can Google it. Okay. And no, I don't play better than Magnus. If I was 10 years younger, then I probably can hold my own against him, but not right now. Yeah, besides, you need you need a couple of years of good preparation to play somebody on a Magnus level, which I don't have. Okay, so what is the situation? What is the situation, guys? What is this famous knight c6 d6 bind, right? What if I just take this thing and play 97 and go for this structure? Usually this is not good for black. Again, Mercer bind and all that jazz, right? But it's just a blitz game, so we can try different things, right? We can try different things here. Yeah, but if you play like this, then I can think about playing a5 here and sort of attacking this thing. Maybe not the best idea, but it's very interesting. It does look very interesting. Oh! But this is definitely not good for whites. You completely ruined your pawn structure, sir. You should definitely play d5 and gone for either e5 or knight a4, bishop e3 plan, attacking this stuff. Because this looks pretty good for black. I'm gonna grab all your pawns. And black is completely fine now. f6 is fine. If you know your cons, you know f6 is standard. Yeah, my computer is taking off. Yes, that's true. Sorry. Those fans are rolling. Okay. I hate to play d6, but why not? Thank you for your donation, guys. Thank you. Elvis, thank you for your donation also. Your birthday is in 3 days. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Through playing lots of World Chess Championship matches because you prepare so much. That is also true. That is also true. World Chess Championship matches are not easy, guys. This is definitely not easy. Like, remember how in those esports, right, you have all these people who are trolling, and then they play the 40-minute game and then they say easy game, right, easy win. And everybody, of course, is laughing because, you know, everybody understands those guys are freaking jerks. Alright, maybe Luft, yeah? I'm being super cautious here because this guy, his name is Grishuk. So I'm thinking, well, he definitely doesn't look like a real Grishuk to me, but, you know, you never know. Just be cautious. And he's also a gangster Grishuk, right? So, I mean, do you really want to be playing gangster Grishuk and not be cautious? Yes. Alright. I thought your private hovercraft starts. No, that's just my damn laptop. It's not damn laptop, it's a good laptop. I like my laptop. But alright, Brazilian demon goats. Now that's a scary name. My score against Grishuk is you can Google it. I think it's about +1 for him, maybe overall. It definitely is not more than +2 for him. A lot of back and forth games, a lot of fantastic games too, I might add. Again, it's always nice to play uncompromising players like Grishuk. I had some memorable games against him with black, especially like the Olympiad. I decided to play Alekhine against him. If you guys can get that picture from that Olympiad when he saw my first move of Alekhine, knight f6, he went into such a deep think. Oh my god, everybody was like, yes. Yeah, just let's take a moment, let's find this chess pictures. Versus Alexander Grishuk. Olympiad 2010. Is there... Okay, I don't know, guys, but is there some? It should be there somewhere in the internet. Yeah, so that picture was gold, guys. That picture was gold. Yeah, that picture was absolutely gold. That was 2010 in Istanbul. Yeah, that was the only game where I played Alekhine was black in the Olympiad. Guys, you playing Alekhine defense in the Olympic team, in the Olympic event, I mean. You realize, you know, the gamble, yeah, the level of the gamble. I was gambling that he did not prepare for it because I never played it before with black. And then Nakamura walks into my room the morning before because we're playing Russia, so he is walking to everyone, and which he should. I mean, that was absolutely nice showing by Naka. He walked to everybody who was playing that day against Russia. He checked their preparation. He walked into my room, and then I showed him that I'm gonna play this against Grishuk. He went like for a second. For a first second, he went like, and then I showed him this line. He said, okay. And I said, okay. And then, okay. I said, okay. If the great Nakamura says it's okay, okay, then it's fine. So, and that's how I was. I felt confident about my Alekhine defense. No, it wasn't Granke Open. It was different. I'm talking about the Olympiad game against Grishuk. Yeah, which was absolutely unbelievable. Wait a second, I think I messed up here. Alright, maybe I didn't mess up that badly. Maybe not yet. Alright, is my Kaspersky on? Why is it making so much noise? Okay. Yeah, sometimes Kaspersky does this crazy background something checkup stuff, which also produces a lot of noise. I apologize for the noise, guys. Yes, I prepared Alekhine for the Grishuk. Yes, correct. And I not only prepared, I also played it. And I won the game. Alright? And I actually won the game. Yeah, I remember his face when he saw Knight of 6 played on the board, because I know that Alexander likes to prepare for his games extensively. Yeah, he prepares many hours a day for his opponents, and then he sees Knight of F6, which basically nullified his entire preparation. You guys realize how sucks that is, yeah? When you prepare the line, you spend many hours preparing for all your opponent lines, and then what's happening on the board is not what you prepared at all. You guys realize how big psychological blow that was, right? That's the psychology at this level, gentlemen. That is the psychology at this level. If you want to win, you have to use psychology. It is very important. Alright, now we have the H file to work with, right? And the bishops, these beautiful bishops, they control all the squares here. They control absolutely everything. Alright, alright, Mr. Jano's been waiting, and Mr. Andromeda is next after Mr. Jano. If the passive cooling parts are full of dirt, the cooling does not work anymore. Yes, I understand that. But I think I checked the cooling, and I went to the computer shop where they supposedly cleaned my cooling system, because I asked them to specifically. But that was in Russia. That was like in the summer. It's half a year since then. And laptops are notorious, right, for being really cloggered with all the dirt and stuff. Yeah. So maybe I should visit the repair shop again. I don't know, guys. We'll see. Ah, wait. I thought I identified the culprits. Nope, I didn't. False alarm. Clean your PC laptop once a year with the compressed air spray. Run Task Manager and look for process that is consuming CPU. That's a good idea. What is the process that consumes the CPU? The CPU is 100%. The Firefox is 48%. Yeah, the Firefox is actually it. Yeah, it shows it as the number one, both on CPU and memory. Everything else is less than 1%. I do have Adobe Acrobat updates. I think I uninstalled Adobe Acrobat, but it's still, the frigging process is still there. And yeah, but it didn't take much of the resources. But the Firefox apparently takes a lot of resources for some reason. Guys, it's the Firefox. Yes, Firefox takes a lot of resources for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, but the bishop on b5 is now in danger, Mr. Jano, no? Yeah, I think Mr. Jano is just relaxing. Hopefully my music is not putting him to sleep. Yeah, exactly. I've never used Linux, never. I don't even know what that is. I heard about it so much. The game against Grishuk is deeply commentated. Yes, I introduced a new plan for black in that game. The new plan was that I didn't castle quickly. Instead, I deployed the bishop to g7, which I thought was the good idea. And apparently Grishuk agreed with me. Yeah, I thought I played that game really well. I was very happy. Okay, bishop c5, allowing me to keep the pair of bishops. Why? I thought I'm gonna play f3. Oh, you like your bishop on c5. I see. That's interesting. I like this idea. I like this idea. Small trick, and then queen g3 check. So not bishop h3 immediately, but first check on h4, and then bishop h3 so that white doesn't have some crazy moves there. Alright, Andromeda was 3+2. The tier 3 subscribers get a chance to use the increments. You Chrome user. Yes, the rook and bishop against the rook, which he could have drawn. right? He made a big mistake. But he was defending like for many hours. And he was very tired and he was preparing for many hours, right? So the guy's brain simply gave up at the very end. I had a big advantage, but I spoiled it. Then I rebuilt the advantage and then I spoiled it again. But he was the last one to err. And that was the critical error, right? Because that rook and bishop versus rook should be drawn objectively. I mean, he didn't have to give me the bishop at all. Yeah, he just hallucinated that there is a mate. There was no mate. Yes, but again, it's one of those games that I played against Grishuk. We played a lot of fantastic games. And that goes back to the question of my score against Alexander. Yes. But you see, Alexander was playing in the candidates. I think he played in 2-3 candidates, right? But now it's Nepo's time, right? And who knows what might happen again. I think in 4 years, in a couple of cycles, I think Firouzja might well already start playing there, right? So older guys don't have much time, to be honest. Naka is 33, which is a lot. 33 is a lot, guys. It means that if he misses one cycle, which he already did, in 2 years he will get another chance. He will be 35 and 36. And that will be basically his last chance, because that basically will be his last chance, guys. Because if you're 37, 38, there is no realistic chance for you to win the championship. Unfortunately. It is not realistic to expect to win a championship when you're 30 or 40. Because that's the naked truth. Alright. Is tier 3 3-month? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. Anand won candidates in his 40s, but okay, guys, Anand is an exception. Alright, Anand is an exception because he came straight from the match versus Magnus, which he lost in 2013, right? And then everyone thought that Anand is done, right? He is too old. So the first 2-3 games they played against him like playing against baby, yeah. But he took advantage of their mistakes and he beat them, and he showed them that he is still very strong. And then he maintained that lead until the end of the tournaments. And in a tournament like candidates, +2 or +3 is basically the ticket to winning the tournament. Alright? That's basically it. Alright, bishop g7. I see nothing wrong with this move. Nak is drinking, eating a lot on stream. Well, what else he is supposed to do? What else he is supposed to do? There are no tournaments, guys. This is really a sad time for chess. Really sad time. There are no tournaments. A lot of professionals are starving. No open tournaments, no team competitions, no national leagues, nothing. No continental chess, right? Like those guys, those tournaments run by Bill Goichberg, right? I used to play there lately. After I quit professional chess career, I started playing in his open tournaments. And no more Goichberg tournaments anymore, right? His tournaments were the only tournaments where I was making my ends meet. Alright. Okay, let's go back. Oh, queen e7 runs into knight f5, maybe? No, doesn't. Alright, so Andrew is getting better at these close positions. It's getting better. Yeah, but I'm not sure about this a5 move, though. Theoretically, in the endgame, the pawn might be weak, right? Potentially, my bishop goes to d8 and gobbles the pawn. But in practice, this is not so easy. So probably should try to play this move and try to return to normalcy this line. Knight f3, kick this bishop out. Knight d7 I really don't like. Maybe bishop d7. And rook c8 for now. And you definitely want to grab this. And of course you're grabbing this Spanish bishop. Should be grabbed not without thinking. The bishop like that should be grabbed without thinking. White is going to try to go for c4 break, but I don't think he'll be successful. It's a nice trap though, right? Knight d2, and if rook c8, knight d2, rook c7, bishop b6 or something. Interesting. Alright, so let's play h5. Potentially want to play bishop here. Rook c8. Again, we mentioned bishop h6. I could have taken the pawn, but okay, it's minor details, right? And now black is better. The question is how much better is he, because you should have played knight d2, because after h4 you're losing this pawn, right? I mean, you gotta be very careful always and try to figure out what your opponent wants to do. Alright, let's keep going. Yes, but those are exceptions, guys. Those are exceptions. Gelfand and Anand, they are exceptions, gentlemen. At least I think so. Besides, Gelfand, he didn't win the candidates tournament, which is round-robin format. He won the candidate matches, which is different. The matches are much different than the round-robin format, guys. This is absolutely different system. Absolutely. There's no comparison between two different systems. Personally, I prefer match system because, you know, it's not easy for me to lose in a match. And I prefer that system. Oh, I think I'm blundering, right? Yeah, okay. Good job, Mr. Sharp Bishop, on spotting this. No, but you had to play bishop e5. And the double threat of tripling the pawns or taking the pawn on e5. You had to do that, sir. Because now you gave me this chance, a second chance at life. I'm gonna take it. So the round-robin format is completely different, gentlemen. It is completely different. Trying to go after this bishop. Probably bishop e5 was better. Because now white is stuck with the weakness on d3. That's the whole point behind this pawn formation, is trying to get to this pawn, right? Okay. Is this the real Gata Kamsky? Yes, this is... Alright guys, so let's see. Yes, I think that was the photo. Except it should show the board. It should show the board and Alekhine defense move that was played. This is interesting. I do think, however, that I can play g5 after bishop takes f4. That's the reason why I play knight e7, so I can protect the square. So let's see what white choices are here. Maybe for white bishop e3, rook d1 and d4 is better. Again, it's not simple. I think white should just simply play bishop e5 like they do in the Italian game. Alright? That makes more sense to me at least. But now black is just pawn up. White should have taken on f4 and played bishop c7, I think. Because now he's giving me too many pawns. Yes, so that's definitely a problem, Mr. Sharp Bishop. You need to look at your tactical abilities, because you're blundering a lot of stuff, sir. I mean, tactics is the clear weakness for white right now. You have to improve your tactics as soon as possible, okay? This is you. It really holds you down right now. This is the easiest way to win. Pawn and knight take all the squares and no counterplay. No counterplay at all. Okay. Well, again, in a lot of games that we just played today, you see people not actually blundering stuff, right? So it is possible. You don't have to be high level to learn how not to blunder tactically, yeah. But just practice a lot of those things. Practice puzzle rush or something. Practice your tactics. Yes, those are important. Yeah, I think I will already play this line with Mr. NK the Great before. I think we did, right? Yes, I think it was a interesting experience. Yeah, that's why I think King B1 is actually among the useful moves. But maybe not so great. I guess e5 is the plan. E5 is the plan. Yeah, I don't think I can allow e5, so I have to play e4. I'm gonna go positional now. Trying to get queen and knight versus bishop and queen and trade this pair of bishops. Okay. Jesus Christ, oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, you're banned, sir. Welcome to ban. Okay. Jesus Christ. She's get a girlfriend, get a life, man. Then you won't have to worry about problems with your stuff like that. Alright, now we switch the game basically to the from attacking on the king side to positional play, thanks to our superior pieces on the board. White is having a big advantage. White has a large advantage. Knight h4, right? Knight immediately goes to f5. And then g4. And poor bishop is hemmed in with the pawns being placed on the same color. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But please try to keep chat decent, okay? Please try things decent. I know it's a mature channel, but still. And black is lost, right? Black is strategically lost. Okay. So sometimes gotta be adaptive, yeah? Well, some people actually ask me about posting links because, you know, mature people who like chess, they like to post chess links, right? To articles, YouTube videos, something, right? And then once in every great while you run into immature guy like that. Shit happens, man. That's all you can do, is understand that shit happens. And then you feel pity for such people because, you know, obviously, yeah, but okay, guys, there is a big problem with the porn these days, right? Okay, it's a big problem because, yeah. But that's psychoanalytical. That's health issues, right? Which it's important to be in a good health if you want to play chess well, also, right? Because chess is also part of sport, so it is important to keep your body and mind sound, right? And sexuality is also one of those topics which is important. Yes. A family father has to explain his children now a lot, yes. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, it depends. Depends on the views, right? And the way you see it. The upbringing system, right? Yeah. Alright, so black plays queen d6. I like to play knight b5 and then transfer this knight to a3, c4, e5. So I am able to play my pawns to normal squares. Because I don't like my knight on c3, which is being restricted and prevents the normal pawn movement. Mr. RP Chords, what is your nickname? Asileus. 5 plus 2 is a little bit too much. But if you're my tier 3 subscriber, you can challenge me at 3 plus 2. But 5 plus 2 is a little bit too much. Just a tiny bit too much. Backrock apricords. Ah. Well, at first I would try, you know, they need a girlfriend. Because girls have natural ability to fix your problems. And then if that doesn't work, then yes, a psychiatrist would be probably a good idea. Alright, rook d1, centralized, right? Okay. Hello, Sileus, what's up? Yeah, I wish I could guys get you more emotes sometime in the future. .95 is interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of push my forces into the king side and use my bishops to open the black king, because that's one of the ways white plays in this position. You put your bishops here and here, and then you go for slowly h4, g4, g5, using the spatial advantage right in the center. And mobility and 2 bishops, you want to open that black king. But you gotta be careful, right? You gotta be careful. Yeah, you have to be doing this very, very slowly and patiently, but if you manage to complete the mission, then you're the man. So now the question is, should I play knight g4 or allow the trade? Pretty serious question. I like knight g4, to be honest. That was a small tactical trick. But it netted us an important pawn, right? This was rather important pawn. Because black king is now way open. The only defender is this bishop, which will be removed. And then it's showtime. All right, Mr. Bagrock. Thank you, Mr. Z Nation Chess. What about a 4-5? A 4-5 is very interesting, yes. It is playable, but a 4-5 is more committing. I really would recommend you to leave your f-pawn where it is, because it can cover the king in case of the accidental something. Right? That's why you really want to push your h and g pawns first, because you need that f pawn to be on f3, covering your king in case of some accidental central breakthrough or something. Yes, h6 was a big mistake, I agree. Question about etiquette in chat. What do you think about Nakamura's behavior today? I already talked about it. I think it was questionable. Especially not resigning in completely resignable positions, like the very last game, right? You already won the match, man. But you're playing a position when you're down a knight, down a bishop, right? And down a queen. You have no pawns. And you're not resigning. That tells me one thing. There is a problem between these two guys, right? There's a problem in the relationship or something between these two guys. That's what it tells me. I think, you know, in general, you should probably just, you know, congratulate your opponent on a well-played game and move on, right? But again, on the other hand, you know, he took time. He used this time to sort of calm down and to sort of get his psyche back. So I can understand Nakamura from that point of view. You lost the game, but you're gaining those valuable seconds to get your act together, right? That's what it's called, right? To get your shit together. And that's also another possibility. So it is a point that very interesting. I don't know, guys. It is kind of complicated. Personally, I think he should have resigned in that position, but we just don't know what is going on. What is going on in that situation? I really don't want to play knight e4. Let's play knight g4. This bishop is really bad. So we're gonna improve this bishop, guys. And guess what? This bishop is going to h5. Thanks to this pawn on h4, we have this wonderful square. And once the bishop arrives on h5, it will be no longer be a bad bishop, but it will become a good bishop. It will become the model bishop. The bishop of the best behavior. Hi Leon Beast, of course you can play. Of course, I'm playing everyone today. Sorry, yeah, no problem. Yes, but again, as I'm saying, there's probably history between these two grandmasters, right? I mean, if you look at their faces, right, closely, then you can see Wesley was not extremely unhappy at the end of the match here when he realized he lost the match, right? He was very, very unhappy. I think it's something personal, guys. I think it's something personal. It also has to do with the sort of this unofficial rivalry about who is the number 2 in the US chess, which with Fabiano is being the king of the American chess right now, right? Who is the number 2 in the American chess? And every game between these two guys is like this this event where they are trying to prove who is better player. Okay? So things like rivalry, they exist in this particular scenario. And we go e5. Thank you to your generous putting your queen on the rook square. Thank you so much, sir. You just made my day. Right, so you see, black bishop was really bad bishop, and now it's a fantastic bishop, right? It's a matter of repositioning and maneuvering. You guys should learn this. It's a very important ability to reposition and to maneuver your stuff to better pasture. Alright, let's see Leon Beast challenge. Leon Beast, you have to challenge me at something more reasonable than 3+3. If you're a tier 3 subscriber, you can challenge me at 3+2. Otherwise, please challenge me 3+0. I'm gonna wait for Leon Beast's changing of his challenge. Alright, Mr. Leon Beast, please make your challenge. Andromeda, is Leon Beast level 3 subscriber? Do you know? Somehow I doubt it, but you never know. You think Dominguez Perez is number 3 in the US now? To be honest, I don't know. Pleiadian Emissary. I declined the game, which is 3+3. Leon Beast, you have to challenge me at 3+0. He's tier 1 for 5 months. Okay, Leon Beast, 3+0 challenge. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you, man. Because you're an old-timer. Pleiadian Emissary, Mr. Angel. Alright, there is Leon Beast. Fine. Alright, and then we're going back to the list of players. Andrew gets to play more games because he is our absolute supporter. Alright, I used to play Queen B6 here until Maxim Vasiliagraf posed some serious problems with me to this move, but it's still an interesting move. Has more of a psychological aspect to prevent white from playing Queen B3, which is the most annoying move in the system for black. Right, because it forces the pressure on the pawn. Bishop D6. Alright, finish the developments. But Leon Beast allows us to play E5, which can be only good for black. And black is better, gentlemen. And that is how you gain advantage with black in Slav Schlechter. As simple as that. Except that white takes on E4, don't rush and take this rook, because then you'll have a lot of holes, which may be actually okay for black, yeah? Yeah, I think black is okay. So yeah, so this time you can actually consider taking this rook and making these holes, because I don't think white queen can make use of them quite yet. Yeah, probably it's a good idea to take with rook though. Because then you're gonna play rook e6 and f6 and close this diagonal, right? And just be enjoying the extra exchange. The queen b6. Queen b6 and queen b3 are standard moves in Slav. Is there any book on the Slav Schlechter? Not that I know, sir. But Leon Beast is very kind to give us yet another pawn, and I'm wondering if that is bad, but let's... I'm a big proponent of using the tempos to improve your position. Check. Alright, let's not blunder stuff. Hopefully I'm not gonna blunder knight d2 at some points. But I like this maneuvering of the rook to attack this weakness. And the pinning. You guys know my mantra, pinning for winning, right? You know it, you believe it. And we have seen many times in Grandmaster Chess, especially in the Blitz games, where the side who pins is usually the winning side, because so many blunders have been made just because of that. Alright, bishop h4 is a serious move, but let's just be content with this idea. And this rook is going to a1, followed by the threat of mate. Okay. He has to take. And now this is a matter of technique. In the Grandmaster lingo, means the game is technically won. All you have to do is confirm it. Okay. All right. Brockton Blockbuster. All right, sir. Slav Schlechter. Well, the inspiration for this was from the Chebanenko, right? But of course, I started before playing Chebanenko, I started playing Queen B6 line. So Queen B6 was actually a huge influence. And when I realized that Queen B6 is really not playable, that's when I switched to the full Chebanenko and Schlechter. Alright, I think I misplayed this. Damn. Yeah, I misplayed this, alright. Alright, but this position should be slightly better for white. The reason is because this pawn on c6 is the serious source of problems for black. It's not so easy to get rid of. But it is very close to equal. And ideally you do want to play Queen d2 later and trade this bishop. Because if you trade this bishop, then white's advantages are becoming more pronounced, right? Because then the difference, the knight and bishop, will be huge. So you guys see this, right? Rooks are in the game, knights are developed, center is taken, bishop is placed well, attempting to trade stuff. threading the check, so it's an important tempo. It's a big question mark where this knight is going, because black gets a lot of now pawn islands, which can be potentially very weak. Knight g5 or not? That's kind of important question. Rook e6 looks okay. Dubov Artemiev? No, I didn't see this. Well, it is one of the tactical motives, and it's part strategic motive. Okay. Elvis. Okay. Right, guys, I'll be playing for another 20 minutes and then probably call it, because it's midnight here. And tomorrow is the Bundesliga online, right? And on Friday, we'll see. Saturday is the simuls. Okay, so again, if you have somebody in mind you want me to play the sub battle, just let me know. Or better yet, talk to those grandmasters or players who you want to see in the sub battle, right? Don't be scared. Ask them if they would like to play the sub battle match against me. Elvis, tactics, 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 sir. Pinning for winning. This is the standard theme here, right? Very, very standard. Be very careful, sir. Check first, otherwise white plays knight d3. Now he is lost his castling rights, plus his knights are really bad. And this is winning. This is strategically winning for black. We already did the Jabava stream battle before. Artemiev is black by move -4 and may have one game by move 13. But that is the problem with Artemiev, is that he sometimes hesitates. And as we all know, he who hesitates sometimes does not win. Yes, Mr. Waltzman. That's actually a very famous saying. Yes, so again, with regards to streaming battle, feel free to talk, to represent me. And let's make things happen, right? Alright, let's bring back home this bishop. This bishop should be home. Famous misquotation. What is the correct quotation, Mr. Waltzman? Sergei Zhigalko played team battle. Actually, that'll be interesting. Yes, interesting. Yes, interesting to have stream battle with Mr. Zhigalko. But I was just curious because I know a lot of you guys following Chess Ladies channels, right? I think I would prefer to do the battle with some lady. So from played by Edison. Oh my god, okay. You guys intellectuals. I'm not that well educated. Yeah, I think black is fine here. Probably Mark is probably... Mark, I should probably ask Mark Esserman for some pointers about this opening. I suspect I completely misplayed it. Yeah. Yeah, probably should not have taken on g6. Yeah, probably at least not taking on g6 and doing this trade is bad. Bishop is e3 instead of h. You check this line is bad for black, Mr. Giga. Maybe Chiquitas. Yeah, but the chess.com guys, they can only do the chess.com things. That is the problem, gentlemen. Right, okay. So that is the only problem. Otherwise, yes, I'll be more than happy to do battles with chess.com, but this is also the reason why I ask some of you in the questionnaire, like how many of you guys are playing on chess.com and would be willing to do the stream battle on chess.com. And it seems a fair number of you guys do have accounts on chess.com. So that's always an option, okay? So it's good. It is good. You don't know how people can like to play close positions. Well, anybody read Nimzovich? Hello, my system. I'm not sure why Andro... I don't know why you played knight b8. Why do you play knight b8? In fact... Yeah, I thought knight d4 is very standard. The computer says that white might be better, but I don't know. I think knight d4 looks very, very logical. Andromeda, what are you afraid of here? You boycott chess.com, Asileos? Yes. Nimzovich, famous book, guys, My System. Jesus Christ, come on. Everybody heard of it. It's like ancient 2 centuries old, almost 2 centuries years old book. It's My System. Yes. The guy loved playing close positions. He was one of the best players in the world. One of the, all the best players in the world, they know how to play close positions really well, including the guys like Fischer, like Kasparov. They all knew how to play those positions, nuance, right, and when to open those positions. Because a close position can open at any moment, it just have to be the right moment. My system is out of date. Recently, Citymania, I have to disagree because I think I recently saw a remake of My System. It's like, you know, the remastered version or something, what they called in games, right? Remastered version. And yes, okay, chess.com caused you too much grief. Right. Okay. Again, it's the starting basics, the prophylaxis, right? The prophylaxis was also coined by Nimzo, but it was perfected by Tigran Petrosian, right? So if you want to improve in chess, if you want to improve your rating, You have to know how to play those positions. Alright, sharp bishop again. Wait, who did I miss? I missed Abode, but subscribers go first, Mr. Abode. So we are playing our guys. Remastered. Yeah, I think it's something like that. It should be. Thank you for your donation, Mr. Mokwon. Yes, share rewards to 10 others in the chat. Thank you so much for your cheering. Cheering is good these days, guys. It's the holiday season, right? It's the holiday season. It's the season of the ho ho ho. Yeah. And I don't mean ho ho ho. You know what I mean, right? You got it. Okay, good. Okay, hi from Brazil. Hi, Mr. Mayor Augusto. Henry, what's up, man? All right, let's just play Queen E2 and let's just go for this mad long castle dash and go straight for the juggler. Sometimes you gotta do things like that. Just go straight for the juggler, attack. I mean, black just played a 5. In my view, you know, this is a perfect target for white pawn, and then to open the G file is just perfect, yeah? In Russian it's called a tsepka, but in English it's like a hook, a weak point which you can hook to. Alright, just rook G4, it's fine. You get the tempo for doubling your rooks, which is also very good. Cheering coordination is equal, cheering doesn't convert the same way. Dude, it doesn't matter, whatever it is very nice of you, yeah? I'm very happy. Because in either case you're supporting me, and that makes me absolutely happy. So whatever you way you can is good, man. It doesn't matter. German Angriffsmark. The threat is stronger than its execution. Mr. Waltzman, that is extremely important concept. It is extremely important concept in chess. It is used almost so much commonplace. It is used like it is common so much commonplace that it's taken for granted. But in reality, it is essential, right? Why didn't you take the knight when he took on G4? Because he would take my knight on F3, and I wanted to keep. I didn't want to trade pieces because the trading pieces sort of favors the defending side. That is part of the larger chess knowledge, right? The defending side needs to trade stuff to help him with the defense. And I didn't want to help black with the defense. The outposts and stuff. Well, I don't think he introduced it, he just verbalized it, yeah? I mean, a lot of stuff that he verbalized and introduced into written concept was actually used by masters already, but it was mostly intuition and natural play, right? So it's like basically you take the folk stories and put them on paper, right? And then you publish the book, and that's what basically it is. That's what it is basically. All right, A6 and B6. Yes, this bloody system. I absolutely can't stand it. I can't stand this thing. I absolutely, positively cannot stand this. Philidor. The Grand Mage. The Grand Matri himself. Thank you for gifting subscriptions, Mr. Punctiliafiran. Thank you so much. Did you study the four analytical, critical, botanic books? I didn't study his entire collection, but I do remember I was looking at a lot of his games. He had a volume of selected games, and those I did look at. All right, those I did look at. Yes. Those I did take a look at. Okay, bishop f1. Danke, Mr. Pankteleferan. Danke, dankeschön. You finally got the Queen's Gambit emote. What is the Queen's Gambit emote? Is that the what? He hates smoking. Vidmar got a bad position, fished out the cigarette case, put it down on the table. The threat is stronger than at the execution, right? And it's glorious. Okay, how do I play this position, guys? This is yeah, this is one of those things which you have to be very careful with. Okay. I really don't want to play this ugly knight b1 move. I really don't want to play this. Queen somewhere. Looks more natural, right? This looks natural. However, it might be not the best. Because some tactical ideas... well, I wanted to get my queen out of the central ways. That was my big point. I think black is absolutely fine here. This is what I'm trying to reach when I play Spanish Brayer with black. This is the kind of position that I'm trying to get with black, okay? This is exactly what I'm trying to get with black. This is exactly what I'm trying to get with black. Damn. I think black is better, yeah. Oh, my time. And my time. All right. Time to play faster. The only problem with b4 is usually black has to take on d4. Correct. Probably previously was better. Yeah, just go for the mass exchanges, I guess. Probably not the best. Bishop c4 might be best, but at 20 seconds... Oh, I'm blundering stuff, yeah. Yeah, blundering stuff. Good job, Mr. Nick the Great. Good job catching me on my inaccuracies. Nah. Misclick. Alright, not bad. Good job. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Alright. Alright, gentlemen. Last game. Last game, and that's gonna be Mr. Sileus. Wait, Pleiadian Emissary wanted to play, right? Okay, so there you go. Alright, Mr. Pleiadian Emissary, your turn, sir. Overprotection. Yes, that is true. Yeah, so again, so this Philidor is very, very difficult stuff. I think I figured out the right way for white to play this, but not in this game, obviously. It's actually played by grandmasters a lot, but they like to play the bishop e7 d5 thing, right? Slightly different. Mr. Abode, you challenged me from 2 hours? Okay, fine. Let's play. Let's play. Okay. Ah, the practice of my system. I see. Hello, Mr. Ladida. So 2 more games, guys. I'm playing this kid from Abode, and then I'm gonna play Andromeda, and we're gonna call it. Okay. Oh, you wanna play London System against me? That's why you waited so long, yeah? Alright, man. Here's your chance for the glory. E5 probably equalizes immediately, but we all know I want to play for a win, right? Since I obviously want to play for a win, I'm gonna try to exchange only when it is absolutely necessary. So far, so good. Mr. Abbott, what is your Elo rating, sir? I am curious to know your rating later. Why are you giving me the whole queen? It's very strange. Why did you just give me your queen? No. Alright. Andromeda's last game. And we're gonna call it night. No problem. Yeah, just don't give your queen next time, man. E6. I know some Azerbaijani grandmasters play here knight of 3. And it's like a total mess. And the idea is very similar to the Rossolimo. Very similar to Rossolimo now. Bishop a3, knight a4, yes. Yes, the structure is always better for white, yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't like this position that says black. Yes, I try to avoid this as much as I can because I think these are cancer positions. It's like you're stuck forever in the defending situation. I mean, even if you can defend this, you're still worse. That is the biggest problem. How strong was Ben Larson? I would say that Ben Larson was very, very strong. If he could beat Anatoly Karpov with a 6b5 or something, or b3. I think he beat one of the world champions in one of those really weird openings, his specialties. And he was also strong enough for Bobby Fischer to accept him on the first board for the world team against the USSR. You guys follow me, right? If Bobby was saying this guy should be playing on the first board, that should tell you a lot, okay? About how strong Mr. Ben Larson was. Is A5 coming? That is the key question. 92 looks interesting. Get the second knight there. Probably greedy, yeah? 92 is a little bit greedy, I agree. It's a little bit greedy. Although I don't see how black can actually use it to his advantage. Rook d2 at some point, maybe, yeah? Alright, gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this A6 b5 was Miles? Ah, okay. Alright, guys, let's go raid somebody. Okay. And leave you in the capable hands of another streamer. Because it's almost 1 o'clock at night. Well, I don't think we're gonna raid XQC because he's been playing Minecraft. He's playing some Cyberpunk. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. What? What happened to chess? Okay. Alright, let's see. Turkish, no. Portuguese, no. English, no. My god, who is this green girl? Nothing special. Insta. Yeah, I think she's cosplaying Dark Elf or something, yeah? Vampire Chicken. We raided the Vampire Chicken before. The Apprentice Ice. Some chill time. I never heard of this person before. Let's raid this The Apprentice Ice. I never heard of this person before. Who is this person? Shrek's sister? Ah. Shrek's sister. That's a possibility, yeah. Although I never watched the Shrek movies.
Hosting? I thought you always had to pay for host. Interesting. Whoa, no way. GM Gata Kamsky. Gata Kamsky, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. How's it going? The White Knight, welcome. How was your stream? Kamsky in the house. How's your stream, Kamsky? Pog, dude. Welcome, welcome, guys. Hope we're all doing great today.